Well, shit. I have to start all over again. Oh well. Well, anyways, I'm Muth, the film guy. No, believe it, look it up, and I'm here to review the Godzilla anime trilogy. Now, why am I starting with the Godzilla anime trilogy to rebuild again? Well, since you may have noticed, and if you have looked at the schedule from my other channel, thank you, YouTube. I was planning on doing the whole trilogy throughout the month, but because the channel is gone, I can't do anything with it. So I might as well start all over and start here. Play the music. Play the card. There we go. There we go. Right there. All right. So I'm going to basically be reviewing all three of them. I'm going to start from the very beginning, second, and third. My thoughts will be revealed on the third one, which I'm pretty sure I'm going to probably release out this month, or this week, because I'm not going to go through the whole entire thing. This is going to be Monday. The second one, City on the Edge of Battle, is going to come out on Wednesday, and the third and final one will be released on Friday. So, here we go. So, let's begin with the first one, Godzilla, Planet of the Monsters. Now, the movie begins right off in the bat, very, I think pretty good. It starts with Haruo, our main protagonist, who, yes, if you are wondering, is actually a reference to Haru Nakajima. Yeah, that's why they named him. And so pretty much he's like going to say, I'm going to blow up the whole entire thing. It's not worth living. It's like, but then, his grandpa kind of talks sense into him and then it's like, hey, I don't want to die in space. I want to die on the ground where they're going to a new planet. And well, their ship explodes. Well, the people who are going down to the new Earth, not the people who are up in the Aratrum, which the Aratrum is the place where almost all of humanity is right there. But because the whole entire ship blew up, that ship right there that blew up, they can't go down there because they're kind of thinking that maybe the atmosphere might not be so good, but then there might be something going on. I don't know. You're gonna have to watch the movie yourself on Netflix. So pretty much they go down back to Earth, but it turns out that it hasn't been the exact amount because they predicted that they'd be back around like 1,000 years or so, because they've been up in space for 20 years, but they'll be back around 1,000 years later. But it turns out that they are back around 20,000 years later. So, wow, oh boy, that's something, isn't it? So they basically go back down and they make camp, but then they're attacked by a swarm of dragon-like creatures. You'll see what they are actually later on. It turns out that Godzilla actually terraformed it to be to his liking. And oh yes, I should say, Godzilla is the reason why that humanity went into space, because nobody could defeat him. So they decide to go right back down to Earth and try to defeat Godzilla. And so here's this thing that I'm gonna probably make a joke about. There's Metphis and Haruo. I'm so surprised that nobody has thought of shipping those two, because I mean, come on, there's some kind of chemistry going on there, you know what I'm saying? Like a little bit there's some times where, Medfeast is like getting close to Haro, and then Haro's like getting a little nervous, but uh, I mean it though, seriously. Somebody out there must be shipping these two at some point or something like that. If not, well then, okay. I'll move on then. So pretty much Godzilla's still alive after all these years. And well, they're going to fight Godzilla. The plan is simple. Try to defeat the shield of Godzilla. So they try to find like a little glitch in his shield, which, yeah, this is a different Godzilla. I should probably tell you all, this Godzilla is not an animal. He's a plant. Yeah, I know, right? He's a plant. I mean, everybody has said that Godzilla Planet of the Monsters was going to have like Biollante in it, but nobody thought that Godzilla would literally be a plant. But I think whatever it works, So I mean, it's a creative way of showing Godzilla taking over the world. Like he's taking over the world, literally making it to his liking, which I find to be pretty interesting, if I do say so myself. So Godzilla's still alive, and they try to defeat him, but of course one of the captains get blown up because they have to have some losses in this. Yeah, lots of people die. They trap Godzilla in the Haizawa Trench, I believe, and the Taizawa Trench, that's what it is. And they trap him. They trap him in, and they put like electro stuff on him to basically blow up his like dorsal fins. And then the final moment where Godzilla literally tries to like use his atomic breath on them, he turns to Haruo, and at that moment he blows right up. Godzilla's dead. Right? What? But there's 3 of these movies. How is there supposed to be? But then they come across a fact that maybe there might be more Godzillas. In fact, that could have been just a baby Godzilla. And then moments later, a mountain explodes. Out comes the King of Destruction. It raises its tail right up and smashes right back down onto the ground. Godzilla has grown indeed, up to 300 meters. Oh yeah, this Godzilla is the final one for like making Godzilla bigger. Like 300 meters is enough to like go out almost near the atmosphere. So I think this is it. Unless somebody out there is like going, no, he needs to be around 500 meters. Then he'll be bigger than that. But then he'll just be like out in the atmosphere or something like that. So I don't know. But yes, this is the biggest Godzilla ever. Shin Godzilla was seen as the biggest at the time. But then 2014 was also seen as the biggest at the time. But then it was the competition way back when. Now it stopped because of, well, Godzilla Earth. And so Godzilla Earth literally basically has grown up to 300 meters tall and has new powers. Not only can he just breathe atomic breath, but he can literally make sound come out of his mouth and make it into a beam and literally destroy things. And then at one point, Godzilla swings his tail at like mountains and ships, and they just get sliced into 2. I'm gonna say it. This part I actually kind of like. It's one of my favorite parts. It's one of those like moments where like people are like saying, what happened? So it turns out, yeah, Godzilla Earth, and he's back. Yeah. So that's my review. Well, that's my technical synopsis of the film. I'm not going to give my full thoughts out, but I'm going to say this. I love the first part. I love the first movie. It's definitely strange. I'm not going to lie. It is different, but Shin Godzilla was different, and people like that one. I like it. So, I mean, the first one it was slow, but that's because it's the first part of a whole entire trilogy, basically one whole movie, if you will. There is novels and a graphic novel with these movies. Each one having a novel to show that what happened before, Godzilla, Earth, Godzilla, Planet of the Monsters. And somebody out there needs to get those novels needs to get them into America so that way, and get them translated so that way we can all read them and actually enjoy them. Apparently the novels are a lot more interesting than the movies, but I'm not going to get into that right away. So next time on Wednesday, I will be reviewing Godzilla, City on the Edge of Battle. I will see you there shortly. And remember, YouTube, don't take this down, because I worked so hard. Anyways, I'm Jack Muth, the Film Guy. Don't believe it, look it up. And remember, always check around your surroundings. You don't know when that plant is going to turn into something bigger. yeah, I don't know where I was going with that one. See you in 2. Ha!